What's the deal, Lil 100 in this bitch, man? Big Op, and I'm 3 times iller, man. Y'all locked in, man. What's the dealer? Keep it realer.
I'm 3 times iller, three times iller, 3 times iller.
Now, I want to ask you something. In 2002, how old were you in 2002?
I was 12 in 2002, 13,
Okay.
12.
You was 12 now. I remember the 2002 Summer Jam.
I was there, the youngest nigga. That's why I'm telling
Oh,
you, I
you
was
was
the
there?
golden child. I'm telling you, I'm the golden child. I was the baby of the clique. I was 12 years old at the Summer Jam. I didn't do nothing. You don't sit here and lie, none of that shit, because I was a kid. I was 12. These was grown-ass men punching and pouncing on shit. And the big homies told me to get out the way and go over there with the homegirls, with my mama, which was my mama, and Skinny and Ranisha and all them, you know, Sticks and shit. They'd have witnessed to that Sticks. I was with Sticks. She was holding me and shit. You feel me? Like, you know, I was there. I witnessed that.
So for people that don't know,
Yeah,
it was a
there.
riot basically
there,
that
12 years old.
happened with the Grape streets, right? Where
I can give you the story. I can give you the
let's go.
story. I can give you the story. Shit, we was at the Summer Jam 2002. Just back to when I was telling you we was in the lines with the Bunny Hunters. We was like one, you know, and people don't really get to see that, because that's a Blood and the Crip hood as one. We're moving together. Y'all fuck with them, y'all fuck with us type shit. So we was one with the Bunny Hunters, you feel me? Now we was at the Summer Jam, and we, you know, was gracious. We come through, we take over the section, we at the bottom or whatever. The Bunny Hunters stay with us. Now, the Bunny Hunters run into an altercation with the 6 Souls. That's where it all started at. Everything started with the Bunny Hunters and the 6 Souls. So the Bunny Hunters and the 6 Souls, they run into each other. They having a clashing match. And that's a crazy thing, because they the bestest friends right now. But they was having a clashing match. They was going at each other, throwing bottles and shit, screaming and all this shit, whoop, 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 right? And then we was with the Bunny Hunters, you hear me? But then with some Crips. So you can't go against Alliance, you feel me?
Yeah.
So we just stood back and let them handle their situation with the Crips. I don't want to say, I don't know if they was wanted our help and didn't like that we didn't step up on the side of them and shit. But they went over and walked up and got all the Inglewood Bloods. They went and got all the Inglewood Bloods and brought the Inglewood Bloods down. Now by the homies and being super gray streets and just super dangerous, the homies said, fuck it, we finna beat the shit out of these Inglewood Blood niggas. Since y'all going to get them, we finna help the 60s, because we Crips.
Yeah.
So that's basically how it went. We ain't finna touch no Bunny Hunters, because y'all with us. We finna whoop all these niggas' ass that y'all went and got. So all them niggas they seen running on the stage, niggas getting stripped out their clothes and shit, they was from Inglewood, families, Crenshaw, Mafia, all that shit, you feel me? They was from that area. They wasn't no Bunny Hunters or nothing, because we let them go melee with the 6 O's and we melee with the Inglewood family. So that's how that went.
Okay, now the name that superseded every name up during that time with that event was the Grape Street. So you telling me it didn't initially start with the Grape?
We just always take over shit and just fuck shit up, and then we're gonna leave our mark. We had all that motherfucking purple on, and we like kind of like bogarted through that bitch. We got in that bitch 200 motherfuckers free. That's back again. I'm the golden child. My Uncle Magic, y'all know Uncle Magic from 87 Gangsters. My Uncle Magic from 87 Gangsters got 50 people in and told them that I was an artist finna open up for Bow Wow. I got 50 Gray Streets in, and I wasn't even a rapper at that time. I was 12 years old. I got 50 Gray Streets in the Summer Jam. Because Uncle Magic, y'all know Uncle Magic, a line pusher too. Uncle Magic told him, yeah, this our artist, he's opening up for Bow Wow. They all with us, whoop, they let us in, 50 of us on Gray Street. The homies was going crazy. I'm the golden child. Again, back to the 2004 Young Buck video shoot. Who had 50 Gray Streets at the video shoot? Me. I'm the golden child, man. Oh, great. I'm the one, I ain't gonna say KP the one the homies fuck with 50 Cent when 50 Cent said, you know about them Gray Street gangsters? That nigga KP, he the reason 50 Cent say that. I'm gonna give him that on Beezy. But when I got with that nigga Young Buck and shit fucking with Buck, I'm the reason why Buck got us in that other Summer Jam 2000 motherfucking 4 at the Great Western Forum. When Game was still with him, they performed all that G on the shit and all that shit. Buck gave me 50 tickets, me personally. Little one, I was like 14 years old. Buck called me. Buck called me as soon as he got to California. I was 14 years old. I swear to God, I was in the car with the other homies and we was driving and my phone rung and I'm like, man, it's Buck. The homies like, never. I answered. Buck like, man, I'm in Cali, man, where you at? I'm right here in the hood. He like, man, we got the summer jam in 2 days, man. I got 50 tickets for you. It's the honest to God truth. I was 14 years old. Got the homies 50 tickets and that. You know, they loved that shit. And then Buck always fucked with me for that. Even when I was in jail doing time, Buck used to reach out to a nigga and shit. Always knew a niggas. Like that's one nigga that I could say too from as a kid, cause I always been knowing rappers and shit. But that was one of them. That's the first rapper that I knew, and that wasn't like he knew a nigga and like made sure he remembered a nigga, and still to this day like know a nigga and shit. So that was a good experience for me too. Seeing 50 Cent and all that shit. I was there when motherfucking Spider Loc got his deal. I was the witness that when Spider Loc did what he did that day to rap for 50 Cent and shit. I wish I was, you know, back thinking I probably would have busted a freestyle or something. It could have been a kid sign on G Unit or some shit, but I was wilding. I wasn't even tripping that shit. I was in a trailer with Bucks smoking weed and shit. They was gambling and shit. They had giving a nigga money and shit. I wasn't tripping. I went back to the hood about $1,000. I was good. I was 14.
Yeah, a lot of people like to say that 2002 Summer Jam kind of gave the Grapes and the artists that come from the Jordan Downs like a little stigma. So do you believe now still it's more harder for you guys to still kind of get up in there because of that? Because I mean,
they blackballed us, but if people want to be technical, the blackball came from Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey got on the radio. I'm a kid. I can still tell you like it was yesterday. Steve Harvey got on the radio and said they banning all color lines and don't let nobody in from Grape Street, especially the niggas with the purple on. You probably can go on YouTube and type that shit in. Steve Harvey said that on the radio, man. Don't let nobody with purple on. And purple on, don't let them come in nothing on Grape. And that's when we've been blackballed ever since when Steve Harvey said that on the radio. He blackballed us if niggas want to get technical. He the one said it, told everybody on the radio, when y'all see people coming with them purple rags and all that purple in, don't let them in nothing. But to get back to your exact question, hell yeah, they kind of like, you know, they let Greedo in, you feel? So I got to say they opening the door for us, you feel me? They opening the door for us. They let Greedo in, but at the same time, I'm gonna say they opening the door for us and on this side, as far as letting Greedo in, but you can see it, they let Block Boy, Chopper, you know, we got other Grape Streets, Big 30 and shit, Big Scar and shit, you know, Moochie Grape, Paper Route J Fizzle and shit. We got other Grapes popping, Arsenal, you feel me? There's other big Grape Streets popping, man, Greedo, shit. Who else, man?
So now, man, with some of the songs.
But not to cut you off, let me say this because I want to add this, but the other Grapes from other towns, other states do get a little more slack than us being from California and then them being from another state because they don't look at us as the same. So I'm gonna say that. So it'll be a little easier for them saying they from Grape Street and getting into the industry just based on the state they from. I ain't saying it in no bad way, just based on the state they from. Like, you feel me?